Okay.
What? We live? We live. Mona, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready! I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. 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 I'm ready.
Well,
Yes.
ladies,
Happy birthday, Tim.
I was going to say yes. Yes, today is my birthday. So I got to give out my favorite happy birthday to me, a big old fashioned Timmy yell.
Kibber! 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 Kibber!
Uh,
Oh, Timmy. Yes. Kid
yeah,
Tim is 35 today.
God, I wish. My,
Yes.
I'm actually 44. My body says it's more like 54, and my wife says you think more like you're 14.
Oh, Lord. You all jacked up over there. You don't know what you want to be.
And
Okay.
I think I'm 24. So,
Oh Lord. That is schizophrenia at its best.
just that.
You four people. Yes, we are pre-recording today because of Tim's birthday. Because he's
Yes,
out getting lit.
that's right. And I'm starting already. It's just water. Just water.
Oh Lord, I should have been in Arizona to party with you.
Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. Do you know how much fun that
No.
would be?
Yes, we will have a great, 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 great time.
That'd be a
We'll be
blast.
doing karaoke and all.
You could do karaoke. I'll sit there and film you and put it up on YouTube. Special event for Mona in the Middle.
Yes.
Mona does karaoke. Oh, that's awesome.
I
Love
love
it.
karaoke. Can't sing a note, but I
Oh,
love karaoke.
neither can I. Neither can I. So, yeah, I get it.
hmm
Anyway,
So
so
this is part two. Of,
part dos.
yes, continuation. Getting these kids in the appliance repair industry, letting them know that they can earn just as much as a doctor, um,
And
or any high paying career. They can earn just as much, not if not more. And all
oh,
they have to do is come to a 2 week program.
absolutely. Right now in Arizona, I don't know about other parts of the country, and I this is one of the things I bring up with my kids when we're talking about getting them into it. I um, my daughter wants to be a interior designer.
Mhm.
That's her thing. She loves to draw. She loves to lay out rooms and different things. And I'm like, great, that's great. Do that. You know, I'll teach you
Mhm.
some of the appliance repair stuff so you have something to fall back on. Um, but how much does an interior designer make? I don't know. She'd look it up, and um, I said, okay, well, let me text a friend I have real quick here. Text a buddy of mine that works in the appliance industry here in Phoenix. He works up in the North Scottsdale area. Now, if you're familiar with Phoenix, uh, even if you're not, you will be here very shortly. The North Scottsdale area, that's where all of our politicians live. That's where everyone from the Diamondbacks, the Cardinals, and the Coyotes and the Phoenix Suns all live up there. Mike Tyson has a house up there. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Not Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Fallon has,
Love him.
um, I believe, Adam Sandler has a house up there.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty high end place.
Yeah.
So I texted a friend of mine that works up in that area and was like, "Hey, just out of curiosity, my daughter and I are talking about how much appliance repair people make. If you don't mind, could you tell me so I could show her how much do you make per year?" And then he replied back, "Sure, no problem. Do you want to know with or without tips?" because so I said, you know what, just for fun, add all the tips, add all the gifts, and give me a rough estimate of what you make.
Mm-hmm.
He replied back about $220,000 a year. Because for those guys up there, oh, my dishwasher is not working. Oh, you came out here the same day to fix it. Oh, here's an extra 100. Here's an extra $150.
Right.
Here's a bottle of Dom for you. I'm like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm servicing the wrong area.
Right.
Good to know.
Exactly.
But you know what?
Yeah.
The little Italian ladies with their Christmas cookies, I'll take that all day long.
They can keep them all fruitcakes.
Yeah, they can keep the fruitcakes. I don't want
Yeah, they can keep those.
I'll throw those at the cards they're like giving me.
Right. Right. So the money is definitely there to be made in appliance repair. So that's what I was saying at the end of the previous show, that I wanted all my nieces to get into it. And I'm trying to build this school to encourage more women to get in the industry. So why not, have my nieces, like my family on my dad's side is a family of men, have been a family of men for the last couple generations. But now my nieces are taking over. Like I'm the only one with boys. My brother got 3 girls. Like it's just like both my brothers got girls, my cousins, everybody got girls. Nobody's having boys except me. But so of course my dad and all his brothers, they worried about the Sims name,
Carrying on.
Right.
I feel that because I'm out of my entire family, I'm the only boy. I have 12 female cousins. And so I'm the only guy to carry it on. And then I have my own kids. I have 2 girls and a son. That's it. So
right.
In the same boat. Like I get it. So it's not just a carrying on the family name, right? But like Terry said on Monday, it's about carrying on that legacy, right? It's carrying on that appliance repair legacy that was started and building it. So no, I totally get it. I'm right there with you.
Right. Right. So so I definitely want my nieces to go through. So I think they will rock it out, and they can continue on with it if they want. If not, it's something they can take to college with them, make an extra couple dollars. Don't have to work as hard as other people that's working. They can just do a job or 2 a day, a service call or 2 a day, and have that experience.
That's textbook money.
Right. Exactly. Right? Yeah. Because if they go out there and work at McDonald's or something, they can do one service call and make what they're gonna make at McDonald's all week.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Exactly. So, well, I don't know, because everybody then took their pay up. I know at one time McDonald's was paying like $18-20 an hour now.
So we just take our pay up too. We just start charging more. Like gas prices here. Gas prices here are still ridiculous. Yeah. Which I know they're probably ridiculous all over, but compared to what they were for us, even just a couple months ago, they're back up to $6, almost $7 a gallon in some places.
Oh wow! Yeah,
it's just, and then wear and tear on the truck and all that's going up. Yeah. So in order to make money and to stay in business, your prices got to go up too.
Right.
So,
but I haven't even raised my prices. I might need to service calls need to go up. Everything else is going up. I didn't even think about it.
You need to do a cost of business analysis and see how much it's costing you, and see if you need to raise those service calls up. Yep.
Right.
You do. And that's the thing we didn't really touch on a little bit on Monday, and just for a moment, like when we started on Monday, we were talking about how my dad got into the business, right? And how he got me into the business. And I watched him struggle because he didn't have someone to teach him all of this stuff, right?
Right.
There wasn't even anyone out there to teach it, let
Right.
alone, have options to teach it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anyone's getting into the business now, and these kids that we're trying to bring into the business, they are at such a better starting point. They can show up to SSG and not just learn the appliance teardown and troubleshooting and meters and electricity and all of that, but there's business classes. And you talk about the customer service classes and talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
When my dad started, it was none of it. In fact, when my dad started, how my dad even got into it was he was let go from the steel mill, and he was a stay-at-home dad watching me while my mom was doing a waitressing job and washing dishes at a restaurant. And a friend of his that used to work at the mill with him, called him up and said, "Hey, I do appliance repair on the side. I need a hand. Would you be able to have some time? I know you got let go. Would you have some time to give me a helping hand? I need an extra set of hands to get this, whatever it was, down or up or whatever." And so my dad went with them, and he started riding around with them a little bit. And that's how he even got into the appliance industry. Like, there was no real big push of saying, "Oh, I want to be a technician. Oh, there's going to be food on my table." Oh, it was just like, I don't have a job.
Right.
I need money.
Right.
I got a kid to feed. Okay.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
Help you out. I'm there.
Right.
And so he started his own business. He didn't have business management classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just they got the little. I still remember it to this day. I don't know if they still have them or not, but the accounting book it's like a cream color, and there was a picture of the Capitol building or a dome type building with a needle on top of it. I still see it to this day. And my mom and dad poring over that book, like calls coming in versus this, that, and this. And then the fax machine,
Right.
because that's how GE would send, because my dad was signed up with GE at the time. That's how they would send him service calls. They would fax him the service call. Yeah. And so it was just, he didn't have anyone else to show him or teach him how to do anything.
Right.
So then when he went to work for Whirlpool, he learned all of this. He learned how to run a business, and then he started training people how to do it, because that was part of his job at Whirlpool at the time. And now there's people like you and me and SSG, and there's people like Mike that just put so much information out there that these kids today have such a better starting point.
They do.
What we had.
They do.
So,
they don't have to learn the hard way.
No, they don't.
And they don't want to, I mean, the information.
Some still will.
Oh, yeah.
Some still will.
Definitely. Oh, my God. That's why my daughter's like that. Like, she has to learn everything the hard way. And she always come back and like, "Mom, you was right." Yes, I'm always right. Why do you have to learn everything the hard way? I said, I swear, you learn stuff that you go through stuff that I didn't even go through. Okay. So, and you don't even have to.
It's that you got to bring out that, one of these days you're going to start listening to me.
Yes.
One of these days you will actually listen. So,
and I already brought that out a couple of times. I was like, it's going to come a time and period. You don't have to come hindsight and be like, "Mom, you was right." Okay. You can just get it when I tell you it, and you can learn it when I tell you. Okay.
hashtag WWMD. What would Mona do?
Right.
What would Mom do?
Right, man. I give her so much good information that I wish that was given to me. I was like, man, I give you so much good stuff, but she just.
And that's it. That's the kind of the other thing too. Like when you're trying to bring your kids into a business like this, the other thing you got to look at too is, as a parent, we're around our kids all the time, right?
Right.
So how many times can we tell them something? Don't touch the stove because it's hot. Don't touch the stove because it's hot. Don't touch the stove because it's hot.
Right.
What are you going to do? They're going to touch the stove and they're going to learn by experience.
Right.
But the flip side of that too is, how many times can you tell them, hey, be smart, save money, put money away, be smart, don't spend it, put money away, save money, put money away, save money, save money. And it just goes over their head. But then somebody at school or somebody that they meet down the road in their life says, hey, you know, it'd be a really good idea for you is if you stop spending so much money and start saving money. And you're just like, I told you that. I've been telling you that for years. Oh, I think you froze. Did you freeze? You froze on me?
We both did. I think we're back.
Oh, we're back. There we go.
Thank God. I was like, okay, what's going on? It might be my Wi-Fi.
Maybe, I don't know. But so just to recap, I'm not sure where you left off or what.
Somebody right down the street school can tell them something.
Tell them the same thing that we've been telling them for years.
Yes.
And all of a sudden it clicks.
Right.
I've been telling you that for years. What?
Right.
Come on. Why did it take somebody else? So we have to remember that when we're trying to get kids into this business, especially our own kids to take over, that, you know, you have to have a little bit, as bad as it sounds, you almost have to have a little bit more grace for them because they've been around it and they've seen a lot of the negative. They've seen a lot of positive, but they've seen a lot of the negative side of it too. So they've seen, you know, what's the saying in the restaurant industry? They've seen how the sausage is made, right?
Right.
So they've seen what goes on behind the scenes. They see the stress that you have because you're running a business. So there has to be some more grace to that to, you know, convince them to get into it. And we have to accept that, you know, sometimes they're going to take it on full blast and jump into it. Sometimes they won't. Maybe they'll come back around. Maybe they won't. We don't know. But we're going to hold out as long as we can,
right,
in business till they make the absolute decision if they're going to take it over or not.
Yeah. And that's the truth. So I think eventually one of them will. I have 3, so
one of them will.
Now that little 15-year-old, I don't know.
That might be the one that surprises you, though.
Because he has been definitely surprising me here lately. Like, really. He definitely has. But, yeah, he might be. He might. If he don't make it to the NBA.
Yeah, I look at my own kids like that. I'm like, hey, let's see. My oldest daughter's 13. My middle son's 11. My youngest is 7. I'm like, who would I want to take over this? Well, I know which one I'd want, but I got a feeling that one's not going to do it. So, you know, you gotta see.
Right.
And they'll make their own choices down the line, but it'll be good either way.
Yeah, you know, and I just always have to remind myself, like, look, we all on our own journey. You know, I myself believe that it was already, look, we chose our path, we chose our parents, we chose our experiences. I believe that wholeheartedly, that we already chose it before we came here. So I have to continue to remind myself of that. We're on our own journey, and I don't care what you want your child to be, it's already planned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a calling on their life that they're going to try to fulfill. And, you know, whether they know it and they go down it and do it, or they got to take the long way around to get to it. One way or another, they're going to get to it.
They're going to get to it. But, you know, we have to let them have their own experiences and they'll come back or whatever. Yeah.
I did.
You sure did. And I know I'm doing something like totally different than anybody in my family. So nobody would expect me to be doing anything with appliance repair. But I don't know. I guess it was part of my journey. So,
but you know what, though, in today's society, and I know this is part of your SSG program and your goal, your long-term goal, to get more women into the field, right? So it's great that you're here, and it's great that you're putting that out there and getting more women into the field, because women can do this very easily, and women are great techs, and they have just by walking in the door, women have more trust for the customer than men technicians do walking in the door.
Yeah.
There's something about a woman technician walking in the door, especially if there's a woman home that's taking care of the customer.
That's most of the time.
Right. And that's most of the time. So a woman walking in as your technician goes, oh, she's a woman, so obviously she's going to believe me.
Yeah.
Because so many male technicians out there, like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right. And it's going to take some of the pressure off of, some women, they'd be nervous about being in a house with a strange man. So when me and my daughter used to show up at the door, it was like you can see like a sigh of relief, that it was us and not a man. So, and then men on the other hand, like if they're mad, because I had this one customer, he was so mad because I was actually on a wine tour with my entrepreneur group, but I had a technician that was supposed to go out there in Stockbridge for that service call, and the technician didn't show up, and so he was calling. So by the time I talked to him, he was livid, and I was like, "Look, I'll come out there on Sunday, and I'll come," because this was Saturday. So I was like, "I'll come out there on Sunday myself." And so, and he was so mad. But by the time I got out there, like you wouldn't even think this was the same person that was blowing up my phone, going off. I know he told everybody that he talked to on the phone that day, how mad he was at us. But when I showed up, like all of that went away. All of that went away. So it's definitely benefits of women going out.
Oh, definitely. And actually, to kind of relate it all back to skills, Skills USA, for the high school division at Skills, the third place winner at Skills this year was a female tech from the state of Washington.
See?
So, yeah.
Yeah, because women, they really excel in this. Like, even different schools that have told me that they had a woman in the class, and they was like, yeah, she's outdoing all the guys. And even when I used to take my daughter out, like my daughter is like 5 feet, 100 pounds, soaking wet. And she used to run circles. She used to run circles around them guys. Like she was running circles. So, I know it can be done, and I know women can do a great job at it,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. If this was something that I would have started in my 20s, man, I would have became a master technician. But it's like when I started, I was like, man, I'm too old for this. Like y'all gonna have to do it. So I did it for like a couple years and stuff, but I was like, man, I'm too old. Even though I'm only 27, but still,
no. I'm only 24, so you're 3 years older than me.
Right, right. That's old for me. But but if it was something like I got into when I was really young, oh man, I would have became like a master, like appliance repair, like superstar. Like I would have been really running circles around everybody.
Do you know how I know Reggie has his nickname for me and everything, and it's built up my ego quite a bit. And I feel like I'm a pretty good technician to begin with. But
I would have been an oracle.
If I would have paid attention when I was 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, right? If I would have paid attention to my dad when he would take me on service calls, because I always wanted to go with him, especially because back east in Pennsylvania where we went, he always went down to the local horse racing track to fix their walk-in coolers and their ice machines. Because I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but horse racing tracks, they have not just for the restaurants, but for the horses themselves, the amount in the jockey's room, the amount of ice machines they have there is insane.
Really?
It is insane. and it was always something was always going down, something was always breaking.
Wow.
And so he would take me with him because I always wanted to go down, but I didn't want to go down there because I wanted to learn. I just like the horses, number one.
Right.
And number two, while my dad was on top of a walk-in cooler working on the compressor, the people would be like, hey, you want a cheeseburger and some fries? Here you go. I'd be 11 years old sitting at the bar at a horse track eating a burger and fries while my dad's up on a roof working on it.
Right. Not learning nothing.
Not learning nothing. Do you know where I would, if I would have paid attention, like hindsight's always 20/20.
Right.
If I would have paid attention
Yes.
when I was a kid, oh my God.
Right.
Go back in time. Someone invent a time machine so I can go back in time and kick myself in the butt.
I know, right? Look, what would you tell your younger self?
Oh my goodness.
That's the question. What would you tell
I
you?
would shirt and slap around like into this walk-in cooler, this ice maker. Trust me, it's gonna come in.
Right. I would have told my younger self, look, you like putting stuff together and taking it apart all the time. Go do some of those appliances. You know what I'm saying? I never even considered ever. That's why I know like a lot of women don't even think about this. Like it's like they give it no thought. Like it doesn't cross our mind. And and so that like when I met Alonzo and started going out with him, it wasn't until I went out with him and actually saw like it ain't even, hard. He made it look so easy because he was able to diagnose the stuff like quick. But plug and play. I was like, because I see him fix something, then I went home and did the same thing. I was like, oh man, I need to be doing these appliances. But if it was something I had known about, so that's why I just want to create the awareness to women to know it's out there, and it's definitely an option. It's definitely an option, a great one at that.
And especially with your new certification and stuff that you're getting as an authorized trainer, and you're certified with the state, like that's opening up so many doors.
Yes.
And then take on top of that, even all of the schools now are pushing women in STEM, right?
Yes.
Women in STEM, women in engineering, women in math, women in chemistry, women in appliance repair.
Yes.
Everyone's getting behind it because you can do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
There's a are you on TikTok? I don't know if you're on TikTok or not.
I am, but I'm not really active. I mean, I posted a couple little videos, but
you need to. There's a girl on there. She is from like Connecticut or Rhode Island or Massachusetts or somewhere. Her name is Renee. If she ends up finding this, hi Renee. Big fan. Love you. But she's an appliance repair tech.
Come on
the show. She's an appliance repair tech up in that Northeast area, man, and she is amazing. I love her. The everything she puts out as far as like make you consume is a lot of consumer based stuff and trying to teach people how to use their appliances and whatever. It's fantastic. It's great information, and she is an amazing tech. I've talked to her a little bit through chat, and I've watched all of her content and stuff. I'm like, she is an amazing tech. All right.
Where's her name on TikTok?
I'll give her a plug on the show here. Let me pull up my TikTok. TikTok. Where's this? Oh wait, I need to go back to search. Stop. Search. There it is. She is. Her nickname, her name on TikTok, her username is Renduh. RENDUH. Renduh.
RENDUH.
Yep. Okay. In Connecticut. Oh, she has her own website now too. Nice. Renduh.com. RENDUH.com.
Oh, she got 566,000 followers.
Yeah, like she's the real deal. she's a great tech. I freaking love watching her content.
Mm.
Like she did a live. I think maybe it was a live, maybe it was a video. I don't remember what I was watching it on, but she literally tore apart her washer and was cleaning out the tub, like cleaning all the gunk off of it inside. Like it's just stuff like that. And she's got the dishwasher window that she's going through, and watching the spray arms for the dishwasher. It is just good, wholesome content. Absolutely love it. She's even gone into a couple of them where she talks about how being a woman in the service industry and going in and talking to those women customers, and it's that sigh of relief. But then you go into the next house in the man's home, the husband's home, and she gets that kind of that look of, oh, they sent a woman. They don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Until you got to show them.
Yeah. But in reality, she's an amazing technician. So
yeah.
So again, if you're watching this, if you run across this Renee, hi Renee, love you.
All right, look, we got to go, y'all. We overtime.
So, oh man, we're over time already?
Yes, we are overtime. Yes, we are. So
go catch Mike.
Appliance. Mm-hmm.
And whoops.
Yeah, y'all go catch Mike on Appliance Bootcamp. Like and subscribe to the channel before y'all leave. Like the video on your way out. Y'all jump into the Seal System class October 29th and the 30th. And we have an upcoming basic appliance repair class. Y'all sign up for that one too. Go to ssgapplianceacademy.com and check out all the links we have in the description. All the different YouTube channels. We got Tim's YouTube channel down there too. So y'all click on those links and subscribe. And again, happy birthday, Tim.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, baby. Good time.
And with that, oh, wrong one. Oh, messed up, hit the wrong button.
That's all, folks.
All right, see you guys on Monday.